Hey guys, I recently hit 500 subs, which thank you so much for that. And because of that, I decided to host a Q&A. I put out a community post and people could ask me questions and of course I would answer them because that's how this works. And I have 37 questions today to answer from the comments and I will be answering all of them. So, let's go into the first one, which is my top 5 favorite Murder Drones characters. Obviously my favorite's V, which you would know if you've watched the channel. I love V. My second is Uzi, third is N, fourth is Khan, and fifth is Thad. Khan might surpass N someday, I don't know. Khan is a very underrated character. Number 2, do I have a crush on Lizzie? Maybe. 3, if I had... No. No, I do not, unfortunately. I don't. It sucks, I know. 3, if I had to pick between Doll or Alice, what would I choose? No, I'm going to assume they mean, like, which character do I like better? And, like, obviously Doll, because she's cooler. I'm just going to assume that's what you meant. I hope that's what you meant. For am I ever going to make content on other stuff? I do sometimes. I do FNAF. I will be playing the new games, that the 5 Laps of Freddy's. I'll be playing them soon, maybe for a stream, maybe for a video, I don't know. But yes, I do. Other indie horror games, maybe in the future. Obviously, I'm going to do more indie shows than just Murder Drones, even if it's my favorite, like Helliva, which I have been covering a little bit, Digital Circus, Has Been Hotel. So yeah, I have been, and I will probably continue to. 5. If I had to sacrifice and get rid of a main or supporting character in Murder Drones, who would it be? Alright, so here's the thing, right? I'm going to give you what I think is the main and supporting cast, which is N, J, V, Uzi, Sin, Tessa, Khan, Thad, Lizzie, Doll, and Nori. If I had to delete one, like, purely off plot relevance, probably Thad or Lizzie, right? Thad, he doesn't really do much other than being, like, one of the coolest characters in the show. I just love him. But if we're judging how much I like them, Tessa is probably the one I'd get rid of, because while I like her, I don't like her as much as the others. But she's really important, and I do still like her a lot, so I don't know. Depends on how you look at it. If I'm looking at it from a story perspective, I would probably say Thad, even if I like him a lot, because he doesn't really do much. Favorite Internation Cube character? Icon, and it is not close. 7, would you oil up for 5,000 subs? No. No. Why? No. What? Hey, if you're enjoying the video so far, I would appreciate it if you liked and subscribed, because I'm gonna bring up the graph. That's right. Only 5% of you guys are actually subscribed. I'm like a real YouTuber. Yep. The graph. You see it? That's not a big number. Make it go up. Yep. Okay, yeah, that's it. Back to the video. Number 8. Do you think that after Sin is defeated, she'll continue to use other bodies to return? It's possible, specifically with sulfur hosts like Uzi, but if it is the last episode, then I don't know. I doubt it. Favorite video games? I don't know. I'll give you my 5. I'll give you 5. My absolute favorite is Undertale. My second favorite is Splatoon 3. My third is Smash Ultimate. It's just fun games. I also really like FNAF Security Breach and Ruin. I count them as the same game. I like them a lot. Probably my top 5, controversial opinion, I know, but I really like the story direction they were going. And Deltarune, obviously, you know, there's my top 5, I think. My top 5 animated series. I assume you mean indie. Obviously my favorite is Murder Drones, but my second is Has Been Hotel. Third, I don't know if it counts, but Maki's show is very funny, and I would recommend it if you haven't seen it. Madness Combat is just cool, though I would not recommend it because it's to younger people, because it's very, very violent. And A Hell of a Boss. Honorable mentions to things like Digital Circus and Internation Cube, which are also great. Favorite music genre / band. I listen to a lot of genres, and while I don't have a favorite band, I do have a favorite artist, and that artist is Kanye West. So yep, there you go. Hobbies. Some hobbies I have. I play video games, obviously. You know, I like making videos a lot. So it's basically a hobby because I don't actually make money off of this yet. I'm close. Playing with my dog. I do have a dog. I love him a lot, and he is very, very cute, and I like to play with him and pet him and, you know, dog stuff. Talking to friends, you know, makes sense. 13. Would I make a theory video on what would happen in season 2 of Murder Drones? And do I think other planets are going to become involved? Obviously, I would make a season 2 predictions video, even if we're not getting a season 2. Though that will be after episode 8. Other planets I don't think are going to get involved, but you know, it is possible, obviously. Top 3 favorite Murder Drones episodes. My first is episode 6. I just love it. The character development they gave V, it made V my favorite character, so that is why it's my first favorite. Episode 7 was also amazing, just phenomenal. And then for my third favorite, it's either 3 or 4. They're really close, but I'll probably give it to 4 for now because of the more V development. Favorite part of the Murder Drone soundtrack. I assume you mean songs, so I'll answer that and my favorite part of it just in case. My favorite songs are like Disassembly, Required, Knife Dance, Salt for Uzi. Those are all really good, but my favorite is Eternal Dream. If you actually do mean part, then I love how they incorporate them into the scenes and make them feel more impactful in the show. Favorite thing about Murder Drones, not related to the characters. The lore, you know, I like FNAF. Very fun to discuss and theorize about. Why I got the same reason I like the FNAF lore, Undertale, another thing, you know. Most intense scene in the show. A few ways to look at this. If you mean purely intense as it's defined, then probably the Uzi versus N fight. If you mean the most impactful, then I think it's the V sacrifice, which really impacted me the most. Favorite quote from V.
Exactly. We show up fabulous. The sad purple one lets us in, because she has no friends. We kill everyone and pop her little head off.
What do I like doing during my free time? You know, video games, watching YouTube, making videos, stuff like that. Gritty reveal win. Never. What would I do if I was in Murder Drones? Well, the comments said I could choose a worker or disassembly drone. And I choose disassembly drone because it's not as dangerous with the threat of death. Though not being able to go out in the sun might suck. But you know, I already do that anyway. I stay inside all day and I never go outside. So jokes on them, it works out in my favor. I would try to make friends with V because I'm sure she would appreciate it. And also, obviously I relate to her character, so I feel like we would have some stuff in common. So yeah, that's probably what I would do. I would try to befriend V, and I would be a disassembly drone over a worker drone. Also, they're cooler, and they want to do cool stuff like that. Favorite quote from each character, main and supporting. I already said V, but for Uzi, it's the you're mean when she's talking about. Should I try to do the voices? It would be really cringe if I do the voices. I'll do some. I'll do some. You'll get my Uzi voice. You're mean.
You're mean.
You sure are rebellious. It's kind of exciting. But not as fun as, following the rules.
More valuable. Bozo.
Elliot's are known for many things. Class, tenacity, currently being alive.
Well-timed giggle.
Well-timed giggle.
Call her damaged again, and I will install a door on your face!
So, forgive and forget, or I'll get my dad to dock your frickin' grades! And you can't sit with us, Rebecca!
Как они по-русски любят говорить.
Ой, я должна была предположить, что кто-то сможет убежать через вентиляцию, используя выброшенное зеркало как ступеньки.
It's not about football.
Okay. Does your secret friend want to know about football? Or...
I time off to attend union negotiations.
You stupid or something?
Do I think V will come back? Yes, and I have a full video on that. Will I ever do something outside of indie? FNAF stuff. That's an indie game, but it's also AAA now, so I don't know. FNAF, you can check. I have some FNAF stuff up on the channel. A little bit of them, if you want to go check that out. Favorite movie? Probably Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, though Across the Spider-Verse was also really good. Murder Drone Smash or Pass. You will never get that out of me. That's a lie. You might get that one day, but for now, no. Murder Drone's episode ranking. I won't go into detail because that will be a video once episode 8 comes out, but without any explanation, the ranking is 6, 7, 4, 3, 5, 1, 2. And by the way, just want to clarify, I love all the episodes. They're all S tier. At least 9 out of 10 for all of them. Some are 10s. What characters do I like besides V? Well, I think all the characters are great. I like pretty much everyone, but some highlights are, Uzi, N being the main characters. Khan, I love Khan a lot. Thad, he's cool. Lizzie is hilarious. Jay, of course, is cool. Nori's great. There's just everyone I like. Though, of course, no one will ever top V. Top 3 OSTs from the Murder Drones OST. I've answered a similar one, but since it's asking for an order, it's good enough to be separate. The best one is Eternal Dream, obviously. Second is Disassembly Required, and third is either going to be Knife Dance or Solve for Uzi. They're close, but I'll probably give it to Knife Dance. If I had to remove 3 characters, what would they be? Now, I had the one character before, right? And that was already pretty hard. Because that's a whole character, and I like all the characters. But this is 3. Well, I suppose I have to go with Tessa. Obviously, because... And since I'm not restricted to main and supporting characters, I'll switch it up a little bit and not say, the obvious Thad that I was said before. I'm going to put Yeva here. She's awesome, but the other characters are just better in my opinion. And the third one... I'll get rid of Alice, though that's not easy because I love episode 6. So, since we're not limited to main and supporting characters this time, though they did specify no background characters, I'm giving it to Yeva, Alice, and I guess Tessa. Because I wanted to include at least one main/supporting character in there. 31. We're already on 31, wow. Have I ever played Undertale, and if I have, what are my thoughts? Well, as you can see by one of the previous questions, yes, I have, and it is very good. It's literally my favorite game. Favorite Murder Drones YouTuber? There's a lot of good ones. It's hard to pick just one. I could say something like, Sarcastic Chorus, but they're not a YouTuber that specializes at Murder Drones. They just cover it. Same thing with ones like Cartoon Universe. Yagster is one for sure that I really like. He just consistently has really entertaining videos, and he talks a lot, which is something that I also do. I talk a lot, and I go on rants, and I don't realize how long I'm talking for. So, yep. I'm subscribed to a lot of them, and they're all amazing. For now, I'll probably go with Yagster, though. Though, of course, there are tons of other great ones. Make sure to go check them all out. Favorite thing from Murder Drones merch, and it's the V plush. Not even close. Not a question. I've got a decent amount of V merch, including the shirt, the stand, the acrylic stand. I had to specify. The Animates figure. I got the N and Uzi plush, but the V plush is the best one I have. It's so smug. I love it. It is adorable. favorite scene from each episode. Okay, now this, you're probably gonna see a lot of V. Episode 1, though, is not V. It's that scene with Khan, the one where he leaves Uzi. It gets a lot of hate, but I think it's a really powerful moment. And I like the arc that it sets Khan onto. Episode 2, the ending to episode 2, that specific part where V is free, but she pretends like she isn't to comfort N, because that's the first sign we got that she's more than just some psychopath, you know? Episode 3, obviously, the knife dance scene. It's not even... Was there any competition for this? No, I don't think so. Episode 4, it's, you know, obviously going to be the Solver Uzi part, especially when V is fighting her, because, as well as right before the Solver Uzi, where V looks hurt before of her overprotectiveness of N, and you know, like, he's like, you won't tell me, and then she gets angry, and she gets upset, and I think that is a really good turning point in her character. Episode 5, you know, it's obviously the golden retriever scene where V, big shocker, another V scene, and yep, you're gonna guess, you never guess what I have for episode 6. It's also my least favorite scene and my favorite scene, the V sacrifice, because it made me cry, but it was very impactful. Episode 7, probably Uzi and N fight, it was sick. Experience with the fandom. I've heard some stuff about it, but I don't really go on Twitter, so my experience has actually been pretty good. Am I a YouTuber for fun, or did I have plans to get bigger? It's sort of both. I always was hoping that this would become a job eventually, so I did plan to get bigger, though I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't enjoy it, so it's also for fun, if that makes sense. And the last question, we of course are ending with the banger question of, will I make a video on the teacher? And the answer is maybe. And I don't really know what I would do with him. He's mostly a comedic relief character, but you know, maybe one day I'll do it eventually. Maybe. Who know? You know what? Maybe. That is all the questions I have for now. Actually, wait, no, just in general, because this is like a one-time video unless I decide to do it again, which I might. It's almost like 20-minute long recording, which is surprisingly good. I expected this to go a lot longer. I apparently controlled myself with my yapping a little bit. And yeah, if you did enjoy this video, my Q&A, learned a little bit more about me, I would appreciate it if you liked and subscribed, if you liked the video, because I am trying to get monetized and I'm actually pretty close. I hit 500 subs, as you know, so thank you once again so much for that. That means a lot to me, that 500 plus people come to my channel and they are entertained by me enough to drop a subscribe. Because, you know, I love making people laugh. I love entertaining people. That's one of my favorite things to do, is just like talk and entertain, make people laugh, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, thank you for it really does mean a lot. And you know, yeah, I don't really know what to say now. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you the next video. Okay, yeah, that's it. Bye.